So now we're in chapter 803 and we're looking at the scrapbook here. And we only have a brief look at the scrapbook. I'm going to dedicate an entire chapter to the scrapbook because it's that good. So if we zoom in to the site plan, for example, I'll just show you what I've created. So I turn on the trees layer. I've got a plans view as well. This is where I've moved these things. And I've locked this layer by clicking on the padlock. So to create a new layer, you just click on the plus sign and that's going to add a new layer. I'll just delete that. Right click to rename it as well, by the way. I'm just going to delete this one. So I've got a layer called trees, which I've turned off, and you just click on the eyeball, and that's going to turn that off. I've turned it back on, and you can see I've added trees. Now I've added trees from this part of the scrapbook. This is under trees plan. Now these ship with the software, and I've used the points one, which is sort of appropriate to the way this looks. You can use anything you like and create your own content as well. And I'll be showing you how to do that later on in a chapter dedicated to the scrapbook. If you click on the assortment, you can see all the different types of trees that are available in plan view, and they're all kind of graphically. If I clicked on this one and dragged it in, then you can keep clicking until you've had your fill of adding that type of tree in. If you want to scale it, then you've got these scalar handles. And to constrain, then it's the shift key. And if you want to constrain to the center point, then it's the shift and the alt key on a Windows machine and the shift and command key on a Mac. And those drag in there. So I positioned those around the perimeter, some at the front, some at the back, and I did a similar thing for the location plan. Just run them around the side. I'm not showing these because these are kind of in the field. That's the way it's intended. And so I've got the ones I've got in the front garden and ones sort of at the back. Now these should really be in the garden as well, like so. It's all slightly schematic. You get the idea. It's more about the ease in which you can do this sort of stuff. That's more than I'm concentrating on. So delete these ones, we don't need these. If I wanted to change the color of these, then on the colors tray, you can create any color you like, and you can sort of adjust the translucency as well. So say I had this one and I wanted to make it slightly more translucent, then it's not affected this one, but I'll drag this in and drop it above it. So that's sort of a 58% translucency of this one, and then drag that over and let it go. And that's going to add that translucent color to the fill of this. Okay, so that's how you add and change the color on these things. So that's how you use the scrapbook. It's a very simple process, and as I said, I will be showing you how to do a lot more with the scrapbook later on in a dedicated chapter. In our next chapter, we'll just finish off by adding the 3D views to this cover screen and a bit of text, and we'll put some north points on, and then we can move on to sorting out the plans.